syndrome.
Think we're going, it's live and
One person online.
I bet that'll be Mamba.
Oh, this will go out afterwards as well.
Because it's recorded, isn't it? When you go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah, upload. Yeah.
I think so, I know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Here's Dex. Hello, Dexter. Who else have we got? Send us a message. If you're still there, Dex, get it shared on Facebook. Sure, I've already thought of that. Nine viewers joined us on YouTube. I think this is what's going out on. Hello. "17, numbers going up. Welcome everyone. Just to warn you that Dave has cobbled this setup together at the last minute. Just trying to get something out there. Hopefully the sound will be all right. We'll see how we go. We did a little test earlier and it seemed okay. Hiya, Jay. If anybody's got any bonus questions, sorry Messi, yeah, we'll have a go, cabbage face. If anybody's got any extra questions, send them in on this, and yeah, we'll try and have a scroll through in a bit. Obviously, we don't want to be messing about too long. There's other stuff on tonight as well. But yeah, if you've got any questions, you can react, and hopefully you can hear everything. You can get a message on here. Go on, matey. Right. Numbers dropped. A load of people joined and then thought, stuff this, I'm going. What's up with you? Come back. I guess looking at the table's a bit boring. Tell you what, let's give you something else to look at. There's Peter, groundsman. Check out those pins, look. When I have legs as good as Pete Robinson, you need to mow a lot of grass. I say, if anybody's got any questions they want to add during the forum, feel free to do so on here. We'll try and get through some of them. We'll get going in just a minute, I think. These all the troublemakers. Look, these are all the troublemakers. Look at that.
We are the troublemakers.
Troublemakers. Yeah, I'm good at it though. Just bear with us, we'll get going in just a minute. Here we go, here's the stars of the show just arriving. Fashionably late. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brian Dutton, Callum Hart and Ali Ahmed. All on there?
Yeah.
All on there. Right, do you want me to start off? Get it going and then
Yeah, absolutely,
you can run off me? And then we've got these
Should
questions.
Yeah, I think we'll do questions in the audience first,
Yeah, and then get to them.
and then we'll get to them.
Cool.
Do you want to tell me? Before I slip my wrist again.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Salisbury FC Fans Forum, the July edition. And yeah, thank you to the team for joining us, and of course you guys for turning up. I hope you've got a few people watching online as well. We've done our best to set some sound up so you can hear it, and we'll see how it goes. So we're going to start off with questions here, and we've got some online. If anybody wants to comment on the live video, they can do so, and we'll try and find those as well. So does anybody want to say anything to start us off, or do you just want to go straight into questions? To the floor. There you go.
To the floor.
Over to Dave.
Anyone have one? Anyone have one prepared? Dom, I'm looking at you because I know you will have one. No? We do have a variety of questions that fans have left on our socials, but I thought we'd go through any in the audience first, if anyone has any.
We'll roll with these then, and we'll
Looks like
see.
no.
We'll roll with these. It's going to be very short.
I'll let you go on with them.
Okay, so we'll start with these, and yeah, it might get people here involved.
England's
in
on an
bits.
hour.
So a question from Pete Martin. How many people, this is probably to Ali more than anybody, how many people does the club currently employ on a full-time, off-field basis to manage its day-to-day operations? Would you consider appointing a general manager, preferably someone with previous experience of working within a football club? Switch.
I failed the first test. It's not a good show. It just shows you how well the stuff is run, right? Alright, so the club is run by the volunteers. They are the heart and soul of this football club with the fans, and everyone else here is more or less. So we got Dave. You all know Dave. He's the dynamo behind a lot of the stuff we're building here, and he really does deserve a round of applause and a special thank you for all he's done. And Tracy also with football in the community and building everything she's building on that side, which is absolutely critical to the future of the club. also a major thank you for everything she's done and continues to do. So thank you, Tracy, for what we do. I'm not going to go on, that's it. All right, this is starting to get boring. But they do deserve that, and every one of the volunteers does, and employees. So thank you to everyone. I really do appreciate everything you're doing, and we are trying to build something that is long-term and sustainable at the club. You might have questions about some of the decisions we did make, like going cashless, I would think would be one of the questions. Short answer, it's for the best. All right. It's faster, it's easier, it's cleaner. Banks no longer take it unless you send it through the mail. It's just so much more effective and efficient to go cashless. I went through a lot of questions and answers with the CEOs and chairmen of other non-league teams about this and about taking this step. And the overwhelming decision and recommendation by the others that have gone cashless was they might have lost a bit, but it was nothing compared to what they gained. And we saw that in the first home game against Bristol. Everything was so smooth, much cleaner, much easier. So much, the data we get, the information we get, it's faster, it's more accurate, and that is the main reason of why we are going, and we have gone cashless. So that's one of it. Another is Dave's, we should call it Dave's fan zone. So yeah, and with that, we had bottlenecks last season with the tea huts and the chicken offering there. This will all be part of the home side of it, all the way till that fenced thing behind the goals. So we'll have more seats for our home fans, and there'll be more space. We'll have more tea huts. The fan zone will have food. So it's more to give. Yeah, it's a better experience for our home fans. Stay quiet, Argentina. So yeah, those are some of the things that we've gone through, and there are other things that have been cooked, if you will, of the off season. We've been very close. I feel we tried to be very close with the supporters club, and we sent many of these decisions on to them for their opinions before it is a decision with the board. We try to engage their they're the supporters club. They're the important voice of the supporters, so they know what you're thinking more than we do. We might be a bit distant, figuratively and realistically, but that's something we will do. We might have gone through mistakes, but we will grow and understand and learn from them. That's it. No more questions for me today. I've said everything I had. Everything memorized has been thrown out and blurted. So
no more for you, because you just answered everything that's on here. So we can pack up and go home. There is more. Is there any update? This is Philip Goldney. Thank you for your question. Is there any update on the proposed acquisition of the ground? Or can you say anything publicly? I don't think so.
no.
Next question.
No, in reality, it's going smoothly-ish, but it's looking promising. Let's just keep it at that. It's not done. It's nowhere near getting done, but we're all optimistic.
Perfect. Another one from Philip Goldney again. I appreciate that you may not be able to disclose the exact figure, but approximately how much has the playing budget changed this season compared to last season in percentage terms? Is it more, is it less, is it the same? Brian Dutton's got a few more grey hairs, maybe that answers the question. Either one, you need to put the switch up.
It's the same. It's pretty much the same as last season. We feel we didn't spend it as wisely as we could have last season, so hoping for big improvements this season. But yeah, it's the same. It's a budget that we're happy with, and looking forward to spending. But yeah, to answer the question short, it's the same.
Excellent. Dave Bevan has asked, why have several long-term directors recently left the club? Were these departures their own decisions or were they asked to leave? Wow.
No, it was their own decisions, and I never asked anyone, other directors, to leave. They just had other. I was just glad they were with me for a year, just to show me the ropes, to help guide me. I'm sure they stuck that year, and I was very grateful just to show me, get my feet wet, if you will. And I'm so glad we still have wonderful directors with us that are continuing to lead this club. Dave, Jim, namely here, Hillary, and the other directors with us. So, and Amanda and Ian have been nothing short of wonderful, and they continue to be a very important part of this club. They've gone nowhere. They continue to be a wonderful servant to the club, and whenever we need them, they're always there for us.
If anybody here does want to jump in with a question, do just raise your hand, or we'll just carry on as we are. Stuart Cannell has asked, it's a two-part question, but I've linked them together.
It's okay.
Yep.
I was just going to echo.
I was just going to echo what Ali was saying there about Amanda and Ian. Great help to me since I've been at the football club, so just wanted to thank them and pay homage to them as they're departing. They're leaving on good terms, and just want to say thank you to Amanda and thank you to Ian for all their help for me and Carl and all the coaching staff.
Absolutely, and I'm sure they'll still be around, apart from when Ian's away on cruises. I think he's going about 42 this year, isn't he? He's certainly got his sea legs. Yeah, Stuart Cannell, sorry to butt into you there, Brian. I was trying to look at if there was any questions locally. Stuart Cannell, it's kind of a two-part question. I've linked them together. Why could the forum not have been moved to a later date when more supporters could attend? And now that the club's Wi-Fi has been upgraded to support card payments, could future forums include Zoom or video call options, particularly when Ali is outside of the country? Come on, Argentina. Yeah. We've got to boo him on the way out for that shirt as well.
No change there.
Yeah, we've been speaking about the fan forum for a while, but cementing a date with the short time I'm here is really tough. And we just thought it would be a good idea with Dave and the guys. So after the fan forum to watch the merry-go-round.
There might be an ice cream van, yeah. There's an ice cream van in the background.
So it's whoever's here is welcome, and we're happy to have them. Whoever isn't, they can ask questions online. So yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Although that sounds very simple as well, setting up that tech for live feeds and stuff like that. We've cobbled together a little live feed to YouTube here, but it's not perfect. And there is a lot of work that has to go into that. Tim Baker, matchday experience. We've already covered this a little bit. Also, Dave Bevan asked about pay by cash or card. We already covered that one as well. But we'll just go over Tim Baker's question. What plans does the club have to improve matchday experience? You might have to get in this one, Dave. For home supporters and their families, away supporters now have a new outdoor seating area and access to a pre-match sports bar. That's all set to change.
New to me.
So similar improvements planned for the home fans. Come on, Dave, get up there. Day minds, everybody.
I'll take two of you, boss. Matchday experience. So first thing, what everyone is assuming is the away bar is not the away bar. That is our brand new home fan zone. Away fans will be stuck over in that corner. Any way to prevent seeing Tracy break into security action. But yeah, for the matchday experience, the fan zone really is going to be. I've got plenty of plans for it, but long story short, it's going to be ready for the first game of the season, and I'm very excited to get it revealed to all the home fans. A teaser. It's black and white.
It's absolutely gorgeous, I've got to say. It looks really nice in there.
Yeah,
Great job.
we're getting somewhere with it. We're getting somewhere, but no, lots of plans for the matchday experience for all of our fans, like Ali's gone through with extra tea huts, extra facilities for all the fans to enjoy themselves, and trying to get fans up here for the early kickoffs in the fan zone for Sky Sports, selling food in there, pizza, and everything that the fans want when they come to a match day.
The question from the audience is, what will the away fans do for the bar, just for the video?
The away fans have their own bar over in that corner. Yeah, they're almost having their own fan zone with their own bar, their own tea hut, and their own fan zone. That is all.
Some clubs don't have such things, do they, Bev? Remember Pool Town? That was a fun day, wasn't it, with the sweaty sandwiches and warm water. I think we're getting on more. Any more from the local? Nope. I think we're getting on more football questions. Pete Martin's essay starts with, the squad appears to be coming together well, but it seems relatively short of experience. Most of the new signings have been younger players with potential rather than established, experienced players. Are you looking to add one or two older heads to the squad? I've linked these two together. Several of the experienced players signed last season, including Taylor, Briggs and Davis, did not work out for various reasons. Has that made you more cautious about signing experienced players, or is it simply difficult to find the right type of player within the club's budget?
I think the most important thing for us this season, Ian, to answer the question, is we want dynamic players. I think last season we fell into the trap of signing players who we thought would improve us. It didn't quite work out how we'd wanted. We put that down to the style of play that Carl, myself and Theo want to implement on the pitch. Is a really dynamic team, really aggressive, good at pressing. We come away from that a little bit this season. Last season. We ended up with lots of experience, but ultimately a team that couldn't do what we wanted on the pitch, and it nearly cost us severely. I think to go 10 games without a win makes it really difficult to achieve your goals. I felt we rescued it in terms of the team that we played for the second half of the season, but we're kind of back to what we know this season. I think you've probably picked up on it in the first couple of pre-season games, or 3, if you go Amesbury, Bristol Rovers, and the Stoke under 21s. You can see what we're about. We're going to be dynamic, we're going to be aggressive, full of enthusiasm, and that's kind of what we want to put our name to this season, rather than go for players that potentially have great CVs, but maybe not the hunger in the belly that we need.
And thinking back to those pre-season friendlies that we've just had, I know you're I've heard you sit just down from me in the press box, and you won't let players kind of, well, they do warm in gently, don't get me wrong, that's what it's all about, but you won't let them rest on it. They've got to get involved and treat this like a proper match and go 100%, haven't you? I think the words you used to one player was, don't let them kind of just go through the motions, as you were shouting down to Cal, make them get on with it.
Yeah, the bar's really high, and I think this league's a fantastic league that we're in. 12 full-time clubs in it, and a lot of depth to it, so we can't afford to go through the motions. We've definitely got to get every ounce out of each player to achieve the goals that we want to achieve and make this football club successful. So no, definitely we won't allow the players to go through the motions, but couldn't be happier with the group of players that we've got at the moment. We still probably 5, 6, 7 players short, but in terms of a nucleus, I feel like without getting ahead of ourselves, it's a massive jump from where we were this time last season.
Yeah, and I think anybody that's attended the pre-season friendlies will see the intensity the lads were playing with. Pete Martin, again, would you consider expanding the coaching staff? I think this goes back to budget from what we said on
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What we said on the White Noise podcast. Would you be able to bring in someone from outside the club who could offer different experiences, ideas and perspectives? Well, you guys were outside the club at one point, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it's important to stay on the lookout for different skill sets, but believe it or not, really happy with Cal, really happy with the as it stands. I'm sure we'll come on to it. Matty's going to join us at the football club, and we can definitely lean on Matty for his experience and his knowledge in and around the game, so that's a welcome addition. But yeah, there's always room for improvement, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll definitely, we might get Matt down to a quick chat in a minute. He's very reluctant, but we might introduce him properly. Phil Goldney, what is your target league position for the coming season? And I've linked that with Howard Wooden. Realistically, what do you believe our chances are of achieving promotion this season?
Boring answer. Take every game as it comes. It really is the truth, though, fellas. We could have a great season, pre-season, sorry, and we could look $1 million. Like the reverse of it last season, we were looking at Hampton thinking they were going to be a weak team in the division, but they got off to a flyer, ended up near the top of the division after 7 or 8 games played, and we thought they were going to perform really poorly. Pre-season is very difficult to gauge, so we're not going to get ahead of ourselves. We're going to stay really humble, work really hard, and keep the group honest, and just see where that takes us. We don't want to put any more pressure on ourselves than we have to, but delighted with what we've got, and if it all comes together, we're hoping for a special season.
For these two are kind of linked, but I'll ask them separately. Philip Goldney again. Loan players can provide a real value and can sometimes become excellent signings, as Ollie Morgan did. However, are you hoping to rely less heavily on loan players this season? I think we had a similar conversation last year.
Well, I think the loan players that came in last year were great. You know, what did we have? We have Malachi, Ollie Morgan, Max Jolly, Rich McIntyre. I mean, they're players who are hopefully, well, apart from one I've mentioned, they're permanently signed. So I think it's really important for clubs at this level to rely on the loan system. Obviously, if you can get your own players, a big core of your own players in together to start with, then that helps. But I think clubs at all this level have got to rely on the loan system. And if you can get a good connection like we did with Bournemouth, then definitely it's going to help us.
Yeah, I mean, loans can be seen as a bit of a dirty word, but actually they filled in and really helped us towards, especially towards the final third of that season, and kept us in this division.
Yeah, they really bought into it as well. You know, that's important. You get some players who are, I don't know, I've played with a lot of loan players in our day, I suppose, and they got different objectives, I suppose. But the lads that we brought in last year on loan were, you know, they really bought into into our way, didn't they? With how we wanted, you know, the Salisbury way to play. So no, they really bought into it, and I think their families really enjoy the experience. And, yeah. Obviously, you don't want to rely on loan players. Like I said, you want a core of your own group, and if we can, I think we're at 14 players. If you can get sort of 17, 18 players, and then add it with a few loans, then you're in a good position. Indeed. So that leads on to a very similar question. Have there been any discussions with larger local clubs? Sorry, this is Aaron Hemmings asked this, such as Bournemouth or Southampton, about establishing a formal partnership or arrangement for Salisbury to take loan players on? Well, I think we're always in dialogue with the local loan clubs around here. Obviously, like the manager touched on there with Matty's experience with Southampton and Derby, and you know he's got loads of contacts with the academy team, so that's going to be huge for us. But I think we're always trying to build relationships especially with the local teams around here: Southampton, Bournemouth, Reading, Bristol City, Bristol Rovers. We're always in dialogue with all their loans managers. So yeah, we're always constantly trying to build relationships.
He's not going to thank me for this, but Matt, would you mind coming down and having a quick chat just to let the supporters know? Everybody give him a big round of applause. Big Salisbury FC welcome.
Told ya.
I thought this was a good time. Simply just kind of, we got a taste of what you might add to the club and what your role is here, but if you could just expand on that for the supporters so they can really understand what you bring and what we can look forward to, hopefully.
Yeah, well, hopefully I think it was explained with the release yesterday, but it's predominantly with the youth section. My time with, like I said, Southampton and Derby has been across the academy from under 7 to under 21s, and I think there's huge potential here in that space. So predominantly it's working to try and set up. I think one of the key projects will be a full-time under 18s group for 2027-28, and a whole host of, or a big pathway then from under 7 to 16s to feed into that, which we're building with Tracy's work that's already started in the JPL teams. And then again, ideally that gap between 18s and the first team probably needs filling as well with some type of B team or 21s in the future, which isn't something you can do quickly. So it's a real long-term type project, long-term vision from the board. So predominantly that's my area, which I'll be here to try and support with and add some value to, hopefully.
And your contacts as well, as you were alluding to there, you know, plenty of people within the game, as does Brian, of course, and Harty, but you'll bring those contacts on board as well and have dialogue with them, hopefully to benefit Salisbury FC.
Yeah, again, I think there's a whole host of experience on the panel, if you like, so we can certainly got between us, probably know a lot of people in the game at different levels, and there's a good balance there, a good amount of experience and wisdom, which again we can only complement each other with and work together on trying to do the best for the football club.
If you ever want to go to a nice restaurant, Matty's your man. I'll tell you that now. He's plucked a few good ones out, hasn't he? Over the,
I am peckish. It's been known. Yeah, I mean, you know, Matty's passion for setting up a full journey through the youth system is something that you certainly share, Ali, isn't it? And we've talked about that many times before, and this starting to piece that together.
Yeah, I really believe that it is the future of this club. As much as the product that Brian and Cal are pushing out every week with the first team, that's the main attraction. But the youth is what will sustain that and push it to higher levels in the future, help with the sustainability of the club, and improve the performance of the first team. When you have a really good youth system, it can only benefit the club and its future. And getting someone of the caliber of Matty here is just shows how serious this club is in attaining those goals.
Absolutely. I'm going to link these two together. Brian Gunn, I'd love to meet you. Philip Goldney, what squad size are you aiming for this season? At times last season the bench appeared, we've kind of covered this already, but we'll go over it again. The bench appeared short in both numbers and strength at times. Are you hoping to carry a large squad, potentially around 5 more senior players available? Brian Gunn said, has the club completed its transfer business this season? If not, approximately how many additions are you hoping to make?
Yeah, I think we want to go for a bigger squad this season. Last season, we felt we had to wrap players up in cotton wool in training and weren't able to really put them through the paces simply because if any of your key players got injured, there's big problems for us on a Saturday. So we were not as aggressive in the training sessions as what we'd like to be. So we want to work with probably around 20 players this season, rather than the usual 17, 18, which gives us quantity, I suppose, over quality. We've always went for quality over quantity in terms of using the budget in that way, but we feel it's going to be more beneficial for us to have really important training sessions that are going to really test the players than not go through the motions, that's the wrong phrase, but maybe just ease off training sessions. Restrict them. So we will be looking for around a squad of 20. What was the second question, sorry?
Pretty much that. Are you going to add to the squad further?
Yeah. There's probably what have we got signed up, Cal? 14. Another 6, probably 4 Salisbury players and a couple of loans, and that'll be us about done. We're well down the line with a couple of signings, so we're in a good position.
Watch this space for that. Let's. Anybody here got a hand to raise? No. From the interwebs, we've got. Can I ask what the club plans are with supporting the youth teams. I think we've already covered that a little bit, but anything you want to add to that?
I think one of the things we've done already in the first couple of weeks I've been here with the JPL coaches that we've now got on board is having some CPD events, so coaching events, where we've started looking at how they play, how they coach, what they coach. We've got another session coming up soon, so we're talking about bringing in a really experienced youth coach to work with those coaches and work on certain practical sessions they can do. So there'll be a real kind of professional workforce development program in place behind the scenes that hopefully those GPL coaches can tap into and gain some extra knowledge and experience from different people that we can bring to the club. So there'll be a good professional development program happening as well to support those coaches.
Lots going on. Great to hear. I'm trying to move away from the speaker for the feedback. Actually, I'm going to have to grab that camera.
Grab it.
You grab that. Right, sorry YouTubers, I'm going to have to move you a touch because I need to read the screen as well. We've got, will there be plans ongoing to go pro in the future? Also, will the RAMAC look to have further improvements? So, team going pro, further improvements in the RAMAC. There's plenty going on around here, that's for sure, with improvements. So, I think that's already been answered actually, but you'll look to improve things in the future and go pro, possibly, or hybrid.
I think we're looking at potentially bringing in a Monday session this season. We wanted to go full-time this season. I don't think it would have been possible to do it to the level that we want to do. You know, if you're going to do professional properly, you want to get them in on the morning, breakfast, prehab, the training session, gym session, afternoon session, lunch, and really try and get as much out of it as possible. We don't have a sports hub that can complement that right now. If we did chase that, it would probably not be worth the cost in terms of the budget. That would have to take out the budget. So unfortunately, we wasn't able to go full time this season. But we're looking at maybe chucking in a Monday session with the boys. There seem to be a real appetite from the young group that we've got. So that's a possibility. I think that the football club's probably in the best condition it's ever been in from a performance point of view. You've got great numbers, the attendances are fantastic, you know, there's record attendances. I think we've got the healthiest budget we've ever had as Salisbury Football Club. I think the core of players that we've got this season's the best that I've seen in terms of starting the season. I think with Matty coming on board and putting real structure to the football club and building it from the bottom up, I think it's going to give a great pathway to nurture young talent, which we've not been able to do over the years. Salisbury's always fell foul of that. I think Ali's ambition and from what he's discussed with me in terms of the longevity that he's going to bring to the football club, I think is really healthy. It's not a case of coming in and throwing loads of money at it and being a whirlwind appointment. I think the football club's in a really, really healthy position now, and it's time to kick on and just positive vibes from inside the football club, and hopefully everyone gets on board and we can have a really successful season.
We'll have to think of another question after this because I'm not sure how you're going to answer it, but Ian Morris has asked, you're talking about the JPL, but what about the other youth teams? Is there talks ongoing with the rest of the youth?
We had, I think we had last night even a good core of those JPL coaches and representatives from the, if you like, Salisbury youth here watching the game. I was with them both. There's certainly some discussions that I've had in the short time I've been here, and they'll continue. I don't know everything that's been talked about before or what's happened and things like that, so I'm still learning certainly, but having a community around Salisbury full of young players that are part of this football club, to me, seems advantageous in the way forward. So how we make that work is probably something for me to keep reviewing over the coming weeks and months. So from what I know at the moment, that's all I know. I don't know if Ali's got anything else to add, but
Yeah, so Dave Phillips says no, I shouldn't speak. At the end of the day, the club is really serious about the youth and the community. So whatever is best for that, we will do. Was I a good boy, Dave?
Has he been media trained? What's going on? I think unless there's any more questions locally, anyone here? No? I think we'll start to wrap it up. I just want to... Trevor. The question for the video is from Trevor Purse, is would the panel agree that Mr. Peter Robinson has done one heck of a job on that bit of turf behind you, or have we got criticisms? You be honest. I think he was fishing for a compliment for Peter, and a few other people do help out as well, to be fair.
Well, yeah, we were saving best for last. Sorry, honestly, it's I always mention Pete and all the great things, the time, the effort he does at the stadium here as a volunteer, and it's I say it in front of him and behind his back. The work, the hours he does for this pitch is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot say enough.
He's arrived for his encore.
I'll try to say enough. So, Pete, thank you very much for all you do for this football club. The pitch looks absolutely wonderful, and everything you do to this club and yeah, to this club has just means so much to us all. Thank you very much for all you do. Really do appreciate it. Might not say it enough, but just this is enough for the next season, right? All right.
Of course, Mr. Peter Robinson. Unbelievable amount of hours goes in on that. So, if England win tonight's game, are we going to make Callum Hart wear an England shirt? For the first home league game of the season, Callum Hart, England shirt.
Do you know why? Because my nan's Spanish, so.
So if England win the World Cup,
No. Oh, win the World Cup.
If they win the World Cup.
win tonight. I thought you said.
Win tonight. That was my original aim, but I'll let you off with that. If we win the World Cup, you're wearing an England shirt, red cross on your face and all that, yeah?
Only because of Delilah. Yeah.
We'll give you that. We'll give you that. And I think that brings it to an end. Unless anybody has any more questions or anything on the panel that they would like to say.
Ian, statement, not a question. The water will come on at 7 o'clock. And it's now 22. You are stood.
Peter Robinson, always on duty. He's looking after me. I'm stood right on top of a sprinkler. The first sprinkler that goes off in the system, and it's about to go up my bottom. So we will wrap it up very quickly. Thanks to the people that turned up. Thanks to the people that are watching at home and have asked a few questions. Thanks to everybody that sent questions in as well. Thank you most of all to our great panel. Thank you very much. Also, it's coming home.
I can't believe you spent money on that just to try and wind everyone up.
Hey?
I can't believe you bought that try and wind everyone up. I can't believe you thought it'd work. Go get a table quick.